the 15 inches, you are going to drop your shoulder, okay, by 1 inch on the sleeve line, and you connect it all the way from here, okay, from your natural neckline into the sleeve line. Then from here to here, you can now measure your 15 inches. So the next thing we want to do now is to come down from the chest line. This is our chest line, and on this chest line I'll come down very close to the bust point, let me say 1 inch, to rule the demarcation line. We have a demarcation line right there, so I'm going to rule it and form a box with it right here. So if I do that, my sleeve extension, remember we are going to have gathers on this, so I will just come in. If you are drafting this, you see how this part is going to curve, okay. So let me place my ruler like this, okay, just like you make a kimono, or you can just have the kimono, okay. So what I will do to have that kimono curve, I'll just extend my line and come down by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch, I'll connect with to form that kimono curve. So, and from there, I'm going to extend this line. This part is actually, this is the shape it's supposed to give you, okay, because you are going to gather and gather back into 4 inches, okay, or 4.5 inches. So I'm going to cut off what I have right here, and then we are going to also slash and spread. So we are slashing and spreading to form the gathers, okay. You can slash and spread to form the gathers, or you might also decide to cut your pattern and add. Instead of slashing and spreading, you can place on your fabric and add more inches for your gathers. So what I'm going to do now, instead of slashing and spreading, because that might take you some time, so this part will be gathered back into the cuff, as you can see. So my neckline, I'll be constructing a mandarin collar for it, but I want you to note that we have a detailed video on how to make a mandarin collar on this channel. So this is it, and I'm going to cut on this line and gather back. Can you see? I'm cutting on this line. It's actually Maxi. So if you don't want to add up to 5 inches, remember on the hemline, our measurement on the hemline was the hip, which is big enough, okay. So I prefer we go by the hip, which is already big. You can just add maybe 2 inches, okay. So you can do hip plus 2 inches, because we are going to add extra allowance and gather back, so we don't want that part to be too big. So if you are doing this, it means from here to here you will have your kimono curve coming from here to here, okay. So make sure you do that accordingly. If you are going by your hip, because I actually look at it, and if you have to add, it will be too bogus. So my kimono curve will now start from here. Okay, so I have all of this as my sleeve, okay. So the sleeve, remember to add extra inches so it pops and pulls off. That means from here you'll be taking your arm measurement plus 4 or 5 inches, your full length arm measurement plus 4 or 5 inches, which I added right here. So this is what you are going to have as the shape of your of this gown. So all you need to do now is to cut what you have here completely and separate the two patterns. So once you cut what you have here completely, when cutting this on your fabric, I will advise you place your fabric on fold and add your extension line in front. You add 5 more inches in front while your fabric is on fold. Okay, so this is what I mean. If my fabric, let me just pick up a piece of fabric. So if this is the fabric I want to work with now, for this particular pattern, to add the gathers, because from here to here you are going to place your notch on the main fabric. You place your notch on the main fabric at this point. So once you place it on that point, when you are gathering, you have to gather, your gathers has to stop at this point. So I come up with my fabric now, and I'm going to fold my fabric, place my fabric on fold. So I place my fabric on fold. If I place my fabric on fold, I'll be placing my pattern 5 inches away. Can you see? So if I place my pattern 5 inches away, then I'll pin. I'll secure with my pin 5 inches away. I'll secure with my pin. Then this is my seam allowance. So I'm going to add 0.5 to the end, and cut a straight fabric. So at the end of the day, when you gather it and it goes back into what we have right here. You understand? The gathers goes back into this point and gives you exactly what you have on the thumbnail. So I believe this illustration was helpful to you. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming, and see you in the next one. Bye.